As South Korea and Japan move toward mending frosty ties, our cultural correspondent Song Yoo-jin takes a look at how the Yoon-Kishida summit will serve as a chance to shape up cultural exchanges and tourism.
With South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol set to visit Japan and meet Prime Minister Fumio Kishida on Thursday, all eyes are on whether this can be a turning point for the soured Seoul-Tokyo relations. That includes cultural ties as well. Cultural diplomacy between the two countries kicked off in 1998 after former President Kim Dae-jung and his Japanese counterpart Keizo Obuchi came up with what was called a New Japan Republic of Korea partnership towards the 21st century.
The first Korean wave in Japan started in the early 2000s after the hit Korean drama Winter Sonata aired in Japan. Then in 2010, K-pop rose to the fame thanks to the artists like Kara, TVXQ, and Girls' Generation.
But ties weakened as relations turned thorny from the early 2010s over historical and territorial disputes. This triggered the anti-Korea and no-Japan boycott movements in each country. But the good news is that things have gotten better.
During COVID-19, both Koreans and Japanese people started consuming more of each other's content through streaming platforms.
The fourth Korean wave in Japan is happening right now, where interest not only lies in K-content, but food, products, tourism, and language. The younger generations are leading the wave, whereas during the early 2000s, it was the older generations.
And experts predict President Yoon and Prime Minister Kishida's meeting will further boost cultural exchanges.
Cultural, interpersonal exchanges depend greatly on bilateral ties. When relations were not good, it was hard for people in Japan to publicly show the interest towards Korean culture. The bilateral summit could help break this atmosphere.
The same goes for tourism. Strained ties and COVID-19 cut cross-border interaction between Seoul and Tokyo. But it's been recovering since the second half of last year following the easing of virus protocols such as the resumption of visa-free entry between two countries.
School trips and group tours from companies are heavily influenced by diplomatic relations. We're already seeing more school trips from Japan this month. We expect more of these tours to take place after Thursday's summit.
All that's left now is for Seoul-Tokyo cultural and tourism exchanges to get back on track. Song Yoo-jin, Arirang News.